Hey.
This fortune... That guy you work with? Yeah, he take all credit for your idea.
Where to?
Hey, I know you're out here.
Reunited and good is how it feel. Reunited and Lu Fang understand.
Whatever you did last.
Yes. Really? Experiments? I see. I understand. It seems you have done this community a... Yes. Where to?
Kill you.
much.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, not much. Just waiting around for my master.
Oh man, not good! That's why I'm waiting to talk to him. Oh man, his name's Bertram Tung. He's a Nosferatu. Oh man, I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, you know? I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh man, Whenever he needs me, just, you know, appears. It's crazy! He just appears out of like thin air. First time, bam! Like he's giving me a goddamn heart attack. Oh man, especially how he looks. Ugh. Oh man, wow. Bertram had to keep an eye on this guy. This Asian dude has been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire. Life eater? Damn! I don't even know what that means. Isn't that vampire from the scary ass Asian dude that could probably kick my ass? Oh man, it's like, that's what I think he is. Oh man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. Now instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? I see this guy appear around me all the time, like from the distance watching me, you know, warp up next to me. Oh man. Oh, what are you saying? Okay. Damn it. Damn. Man, all right, look. I messed up, okay? I'm just doing what I was told, though. Bertram knew you were coming. Knew you'd come by here. He planted me and told me what to say about the Asian thing, but it's true. I swear. And everything else is true, too. This Asian guy needs to be taken out. Do it. Bertram needs you to. He can't stick his neck out like that. He doesn't deal directly. His way, I guess. So hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire. No. Right on! As a matter of fact, I can. It's awesome!
Hello, sweetheart. Hello, sweetheart. We're bridging valleys, but I still can't persuade her to wear eyeshadow, and you won't. I did get word from the prince. Oh, let me tell her. Be my guest. Therese has officially sided with the Camarilla. Could be a prince one day. And I just happened to find the pendant from the ocean house. Hello? Hello? I did get... Oh, be my guest. Therese has just happened... We're bridging valley. Wear eyeshadow, and you won't.
You next up for the needle? They all come in here with that same nonchalant look. With that, "Hup." If you have to... Need a fit.
Dr. Scott, dial the operator, please. Dr. Scott, dial the operator.
Yep. Right on, girl. Yes. Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. Bertram said it's like a vampire. As a matter of fact, I can't...
What do you need? I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to... I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit. Come on, fledgling, don't ever think you're ahead of the ball in this game. No matter what action you take, some kindred you never even met already foresaw it and found a way to profit from it. Oh, shit. Huh. Well, savor the flavor, fledgling. Thanks. You helped me get rid of a spy without revealing myself, or getting my hands dirty. Sure. Chester. You call him LaCroix a Chester? You'd better watch that, fledgling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? Yeah. A little. They invaded California a few years ago. They beat the Anarchs down pretty bad. The Anarchs are lucky the Camarilla came along when they did, really. Hopefully we'll all get organized and sent...
Where to?
Yeah, what is it?
Giovanni, oh yeah, here's the place. I haven't met you before. You, family? Member of family? Is that right? Hell of a family to be born into or married into. But hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll let you in. Just tell them it's Maria Rosalini.
Yes, what? She'll be fine after I... Well, she did pretty much cause the last function to come to... Come on, Maria, we're going home.
You have invitation. No invitation. I think you... Okay.
Might as well be a costume party. Everyone's smiling, pretending this isn't a pageant put on by the patriarch of this family. Fine. But this is a contest, and I came to win. If you don't even know about the contest, then you really don't have to worry about winning it. Mira Giovanni. What? Varafate fortere. Dyke. Oh. They gather us up here to decide just who's the best and brightest of this generation is. The lucky few are given the real power and... I just met you. I like you, but I can't tell anyone. It's too personal. I won't have to worry about this disease if the family accepts me into the inner circle. I won't have to worry about a thing ever. I'm on a lot of politicians' Christmas card lists, and this family knows I've swung a lot of votes for it. But there are two people at this party I know they had their eye on for a long time. One's Chris, my cousin. The other's Adam, who made Bruno a huge amount of money on tech investments a few years back. With him out of the running, I'll spare no expense for a lock. I want to be in that circle of power, and I won't let blood get in the way. And of course... Hi, I don't think we've met before. That's pretty funny. Everyone here's so serious. Nadia Milliner. It's a pleasure to meet you, Maria. Are you from the Chicago Rosalinis? Oh, I'm from back east myself. I'm working on my master's out here, though. The Giovannis have been nice enough to let me stay here while I finish up my studies. I've learned a great deal from them, like you wouldn't believe. I forget about it, really. It's... I just remembered something I have to do. Excuse me. Just leave me alone. Hi. Nadia Mil. Oh, you must give my regards to Great Aunt Frances when you get back. I stayed with her. I'm working on my master's out. There's something I want to show you, but you absolutely can't tell anyone, even other people here, okay? Follow me. Come on. Come on. You know what they do in this room? Mm-hmm. Know what they do with the corpses? I shouldn't do this, but why don't I show you? It gets pretty weird from here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, and be ready to run. You'll understand when it happens. Follow me. They don't usually attack. Just don't provoke them. They're coming to get us.
Kindred! Your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or... There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming Zhao. You...
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Know what? What? Preposterous! No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool. And you believed them. They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you? Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I. I'll indulge your baseless paranoia no further. Let's open the sarcophagus. What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun. Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside. How have you gotten this far? Here's what we're going to do. I know of someone who can help. His name is Dr. Ingvar Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible. Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive. The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions. Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity. It's easy to assume proficiency in something you've never done, isn't it? Be that as it may, these hunters are leagues above the security guard turned vampire killer you might have encountered thus far. You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion. I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly Sebastian's already provided cab fare. Remember, Doctor?
Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix.
Heard anything? It's probably just like the rolls of coffins or something. Lousy.
Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. I hear Nine's got word. Yeah, sure, but just... You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a god justice. I heard you were down poke. Kid, you don't live to be as old as me without coke. Seems like you has a lot riding on that circuit. I got another scenario for you here, kiddo. Gonna bounce it off you, see what you think. You ever hear of, diablerie? Well, it's when a vampire drains another more powerful vampire to death. Diablerie is the Sabbat's specialty, but it's a big taboo in civilized kindred circles, and damn sure forbidden by the Camarilla. When a younger vampire diablerizes an elder, the younger vampire gains all of their powers. Prince is willing to tear L.A. apart to find this thing so he can have it. Why? What would a power-hungry vampire like LaCroix want with a sleeping ancient? I wonder. You gotta figure a drop of ancient blood would make any kindred just about invulnerable. Anyone who has a sarcophagus is gonna be thinking the same thing. If LaCroix gets a sarcophagus, at least we know where it is. Sure thing. What's on your... Yeah, some of these younger anarchs got a real burning hate for the Quajan. First time a lot of them seen full-on combat in the streets. Yep, cost the anarchs San Francisco. They're tough. They're hard to get a beat on them. At least with Kindred, you pretty much know what to expect, what they're capable of. Quajan? Full of surprises. Man, don't let them cloud your head with their mumbo-jumbo. That crap wasn't meant for you. We're different breeds, us and them. Moving right along. What's on your... Yes. Yep. Man, don't let them. Where to?
Greetings, Commander. Greetings, soldier. Anything to report? Gladys Days told us to take a short knock.
Brother Grunfeld seems particularly uneasy this evening. Yes, LaCroix has begun to move more openly, and Brother Grunfeld grows impatient. Ah, yes, LaCroix. As always, Brother Grunfeld focuses on...
Hey, hold! Hey, breathe! Hey, hold!
have you heard, young brother? There are many.
Perhaps when LaCroix runs out of minions, he will show me his face, and God will guide my shots through it before I send you to it. You should have begged for God's mercy.
Stop right there.
Show yourself!
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go! I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request? All right. Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians? Yeah, well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record. While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Mesarach, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something. I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Mesarach could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within. An educated guess? Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. The engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation. A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood. Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires, that's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist. That is, you see, in archaeology, finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. I don't know what would make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe... Okay, I tell you, I was not even aware of the sarcophagus' existence until I received a package with no reply address in the mail. Inside was the information on how to find it and the key. Please keep it a secret, or I could be... That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello. Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian... Quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth date. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
Your time of judgment is here.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. The Sabbat's goal is to stop Gehenna, which is very similar to my own, though they choose to do so through more violent, fanatic, and flamboyant methods. What I am is kindred. How others choose to categorize themselves concerns me only where Well, perhaps for this pack, it's for the best. What did Johansson have to say? Assyrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my touch. As for Meserak, the lock and key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find Lamastu. She was a Lilith figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society. Excellent. Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter. I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less of... Sometimes I think the Nosferatu are justified in their prejudices. But to each their own, I suppose. Unless you've got further questions. It's simple. Someone's misled them into believing there's an antediluvian in this very room. They, and I suspect most kindred in this city, would love to sink their... Well, perhaps. Excellent.
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Two got a few stories up, but I took care of them. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals. Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankaran sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient. Their most coveted feasts. Diablerists. The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. For the moment, we've manipulated the press into reporting tonight's events as a terrorist attack. Their soldiers may be no danger to... The Sabbat have made their haven at the Hallibrook Hotel. right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the society. What? What did you find out? A key? Where? Do you have it? Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Leopold, but you managed to kill their greatest hunter. You certainly are developing a legend for yourself. Superb. A toast to you, and to victory over the Sabbat. And to Bach. May all his progeny meet such fates. Here. Pity you don't have his head. I would have sent it to the Inquisitor General. The Sabbat must be wiped out before dawn. Then, when you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key.
I have to finish my study of the sarcophagus in the next few hours, as I have other matters to attend to. We'll have to make conversation another time.
I recognize the smell of your blood, young Cainite. Very potent. Greater than our last meeting. I could smell it, even over the flood of my fallen brethren. Doesn't that make you wonder? puppet. The strength of your blood is all that saved you from yourself. Wretched. Miserable, ignorant gutter spawn. You are blind. The sarcophagus must be destroyed. I will do it myself if I must. And you will be purified. It is the blood that he is speaking through. The...
Be at peace, kindred. You stand amongst friends now. Your foes all lie vanquished, kindred. I come to help. Be at peace. Trouble is nothing but yours to give. I see. Well, I will waste no more of my time with you. I just thought you should know that the alliance between your prince and the Kuei Jin has come to an end. We did have an arrangement, LaCroix and I. A mutually beneficial pact to drive the lesser factions from the city. LaCroix's zeal in recovering the Ankaran sarcophagus has been to the exclusion of many relationships, mine included. And I, like yourself. LaCroix feared Alistair Grout, the Malkavian primogen, for the cursed insight of his bloodline was strong and brought him uncomfortably close to the truth about LaCroix's ambitions. LaCroix saw an opportunity to rid himself of two problems, a hardened rebel leader and a problematic primogen, in one fell stroke. And, as you can see, I was integral to his plan. LaCroix convinced me that an alliance with the Camarilla could strengthen the position of the Kuei Jin, and so with my help, your prince... Our war with the Anarchs has taken its toll. A truce with the Camarilla allowed us to marshal our remaining forces and focus on a lone enemy. Our dealings with LaCroix have put his integrity into question. He has become careless. His desire for the sarcophagus seems to have superseded all other concerns, including political discretion. It is obvious to me that he wishes to obtain it, only so that he might use its power against those who would oppose him. If he betrays his own kind in these pursuits, can I trust him to honor our allegiances? Can you? Yes, you were made to be the witness. Hear these words, kindred. The sarcophagus is sealed against the ages. Only the proper key will break this seal. That key now lies safely in Kuei Jin hands. Your prince's prize cannot be had without it. I assure you that it is not. LaCroix is no longer of any use to us, and by extension neither are you. The vine of your destiny withers. Your bloodline ends with that of your puppet prince. Farewell, kindred.
Hey there! You believe what happened the other night? I couldn't come into work on account I bought a tamale from a street vendor and got the... You're telling me. But if I had been there, those punks wouldn't have gotten past the front... I guess you can go on up.
The Sabbat. Another obstacle is removed. From the enemy we resurrect a new order. And this in no small part to your service. Did you hear that? You were never able to wipe them out completely. Keep it up, and you may have his job. My unstoppable crusader. My victories in this city are in no small part due to you. You've done what I've asked without question, and you've done it well. Take this small token of my appreciation. We'll rule this city side by side, you and I. You found the key. Where? Who has it? This nonsense again! Look, I told you before, no kindred would ever ally themselves with those demons. This is a subterfuge, a trick to start a civil war. And apparently, it's worked. It was a difficult decision to make, but I only did it for the greater good. The Kuei Jin did not question my scheme, but I did it to bring all kindred under Camarilla govern. And I did so only so that we could finally wipe out the Kuei Jin united. As of this moment, there is no blood hunt against Nines Rodriguez. The Kuei Jin have revealed their plot. They want us to war against each other? Well, to that I propose an alliance with the Anarchs. Together, we kindred shall drive out these foreigners once and for all. Whether they trust me or not, the Kuei Jin are the greater threat. They do trust you, however. After all, you've been working for them all this time. Spare me the explanation. I don't hold it against you. Your affiliation is a trite concern next to your accomplishment. In fact, you alone can bridge the two kindred communities and sound the Kuei Jin's death knell. You'd be a legend. Go to the last round immediately. Tell them the Kuei Jin have admitted to killing Grout, and that the blood hunt against Nines Rodriguez is officially over. Tell them I have realized the true threat the Kuei Jin pose, and wish to negotiate a pact. You will be my emissary for the alliance, so naturally you speak on behalf of the Camarilla. Choose your words carefully. I will begin organizing plans for war. Good luck. The prosperity of all this city's kindred depends on your success tonight.
Where to?
Hello, sweetheart. Hello. We're bridging Valley, where I did get... Be my guest. Therese, just... We're bridge Valley, where I...
Where?
Heard anything?
What? Who said it? If this is true, listen, I can't believe even LaCroix's that low, but keep an eye on this. If there's anything I hate more than camis, it's the goddamn Kuei Jin.
It's probably just like the rolls of Coppins or something. Lousy.
That bastard! He sold us out? LaCroix, an alliance with us? Huh. Has he... You're fucking with me, right? Do I look like a goddamn source of amusement for you? We told him Nines didn't do it! That son of a... And that Quajan bitch! If I ever get my hands on her, I'll tie her eyelashes to her ass hairs and bull her ass into a car compactor! Demon! Oh, whore! Okay, alright. I'm fine. Nines, yeah. I can't believe it's come to this, but oh, I hate those goddamn devils even more than I hate that fascist dandy prince. Goddamn Joe. Nines, if you told me to watch this place, I'd be over there right now making skank sushi. I know you're cool, so... Nines is hiding out in Griffith Park. I don't know about this alliance stuff, though. I'll go eat something so I can vomit.
You measly fuck. You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick. You think of Nines. I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this. Don't expect to see him until this... Yeah? I've been hearing there's some ancient evil vampire gonna rise up out of there and bring all hell with him. Shit. Yeah. Him and a bunch of other crusty old capes that I guarantee you don't want to have dinner with. Yeah, you seem to know what's up with Gehenna, you crazy Malkavian bastard. Armageddon, man. Fucking Armageddon. Nah, the Camarilla denies any of that shit exists. Vampire. Lots of people. The Sabbat believe in it. They go around trying to hunt down these sleeping ancients so they can kill them before they rise up. And that's the word anyway. Of course, most Sabbat packs I've seen couldn't find it. Us? The Anarchs? Everybody's free to make up their own mind, I guess. I buy it. Could explain all the blood in the air. We probably all playing right into this thing's hands. If it has hands.
Hello, Neil. Of course. What is it you would... A chance...
Where? Where to?
Heard a lot about you. You've been a big help to the cause, I hear. I appreciate it. So LaCroix needs us all of a sudden, huh? Does he now? You know, we just ended a war with them and we lost a lot of people. Too many. Does he expect us to do all the fighting while the Camarilla throws mean looks from the sidelines? Or are they ready to go toe-to-toe with those goddamn devils? I still don't trust LaCroix. But then again, the Camarilla didn't wholesale slaughter us upon arrival. God damn it. I'm stuck between a rock and a son of a bitch. It seems strange. LaCroix wanting to go to war against them all of a sudden. Something's not right. Not what I mean, kid. Smell that? Smells like smoke. We gotta get out of here. Kid, we've been followed. That fire's coming from all directions. It's man-made. We gotta get out of here. This is bad. No, kid, you don't understand. The fire wasn't set to kill us. Come on, we gotta get to the tram. I didn't hide out here because it was a nice view. I did it because no one would come looking for me in these parts. This is werewolf country. No, we can't. You don't understand what these things are capable of. Guns are useless, and getting close is suicide. The only thing to do is run. Now let's get to the tram. We can't waste any more time. Shit! It's leaving! Come on, kid. We gotta get inside that building until it comes back! Heard a lot about you. You've been a big help. Does he now? I still don't... Something... Not what I mean. We gotta get... Kid, we've been... No, kid. I didn't hide out. Werewolves... No. Shit! It's leaving! Come on, kid. We gotta get inside that building until it comes back!
on, kid, get in the car. The sun will be up. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Hey. Heard anything? Kind of musky. Did you hear the one about the tuna and the chef? A tuna walks into a sushi restaurant, says to the chef, "Hey, you killed my father." Chef says to the tuna, "That's my business, fish." Tuna thinks about it, says, "Then I challenge you to a game of chess. If I win, you stop being a chef forever. And if I win," asks the chef, "you can feed me to your customers." Tuna replies. So the chef and tuna play chess. Tunas love to play chess, so in a few moves, the chef was checkmated. "Well, looks like I win," says the tuna. Chef nods and plunges his knife into the fish's belly. "But I won," says the tuna, as he feels the knife wiggling into his guts. "So did your father," says the chef. A mass arson.
Wake up. Look alive, kid. You better be on your feet and ready to move. You're lucky I got to you first. Anyone else and you'd be a pile of cinders right now. Get ready to run. Take everything you need. You're never coming back here. LaCroix put out the word. He says you're in league with the Kuei Jin, Ming Xiao's puppet. That you're the one who set up Nines for her. See, he's figured it all out. And now your death is a big bullet point in his new Unity campaign. There's a blood hunt on you. He had to turn things around on you real quick since you found out about his deal with Ming Xiao. This is his plan B. Plan A was to kill you in Nines in Griffith Park. Now LaCroix is playing the victim. The way he tells it, you were like his own child. He entrusted you with so much. And you took full advantage, sold out to the Kuei Jin, and cost the people their hero. They're saying Nines is dead and you killed him. Look, I'm here to help you. Again. But damn it, it's time. Time to make a choice. You're gonna have to stay off the street and stay on the move, as it's open season on your ass. Vampires gonna be busting in from Sacramento to join in on this hunt. You need backing. You need the protection of one of the factions. Friends are the last thing you want to be without right now. But you have to get out of here. I got a driver who can get you where you need to go. Interesting guy, you like him. But this place is being watched. He's across Santa Monica by the junkyard. Get there and he'll get you out of town. He'll take you wherever you feel safest. In case we don't see each other again, nice knowing you, kiddo. Give 'em hell. They deserve it.
too. Very well. I'll drive. If you figure out where you want to be taken, tell me. There is something troubling you? In your voice there is desperation. Certainly, there is an exit out of your predicament. The Anarchs have tried to hold on to this city like it was an ocean, but it continually seeps from their fingers as more and more of them are eaten by sharks. Do you really believe they can keep the predators away forever? The Camarilla. I once thought they could provide stability for our kind, but the LaCroix of the world have quashed such hopes. Perhaps, if he could be deposed, I would regain my faith. I have heard LaCroix is unpopular with others in the Camarilla. Did you know a prince cannot be put in power without the city's primogen? If there was one that wanted him removed, perhaps it could be made so. I can drop you off downtown if you wish, but if the primogen is not a man of action, insurrection is not looked upon lightly. The Anarch spirit exists within the blood of many. Few, though, are willing to listen to it. Perhaps if a few more did, they would not have lost so much. The sarcophagus, hasn't it become apparent to you yet what's inside? If all LaCroix's plans hinge on the contents of the sarcophagus, what would he and you do if there was nothing inside? Do you really think you can survive on your own? The Anarch spirit exists within the blood of many. Few, though, are willing to listen to it. Perhaps if a few more did, they would not have lost so much. The Anarchs have lost less than is thought. I hear there is one left who may be able to revitalize the movement. Maybe, though, it is just a rumor. Anarchs where you can brave the tempest of their course. Or I could just as easily take you downtown, where you can sail smooth. Your sympathies seem to lie with the Anarchs. The Anarchs' passion may be their greatest strength or their Achilles' heel. But imagine if they did hold on to the Free State. It could inspire others to come, and together construct a new Enoch. If you share the Anarch's passion and would share the burden of such a fire, we will go to meet the last person capable of keeping them together. If that is your decision.
Hey, you're alive! Wow. The way Nine said things went down, I figured a werewolf would be crapping you out about now. Nines will be happy to see you made it out. I guess I am too. But that's between you and I, got it? Yeah. Just don't get him started on that damn werewolf again. Ugh, you'd think he'd stop at telling me the story twice. Alright, go on in. I'll make sure no one interrupts. But man, I hope somebody tries. Alright, go on in. I'll make sure no one interrupts.
Rumor is you killed me.
Man, I hope
Sorry I
somebody
couldn't
tries.
clear your name yet. But I knew you'd make it in here in one piece. Hell, you got out of the park alive. Quite a feat, kid. You mean this guy? Can't say I got out without a scratch. Hell of a brawl, though. Unfortunately, we don't have time to swap war stories. We were set up, kid. Someone tried to get rid of us, and the list of suspects is short. LaCroix or Zhao. What? The Kuei Jin and LaCroix? Even the Camarilla wouldn't let that fly. He wanted an alliance with me because his other one failed. That's twice they tried to get me killed. And kid, it's not gonna end there. It's us or them. You got a preference? I'd like to take Zhao's heart in my hands and squeeze the black out of it. And LaCroix, he wouldn't get off so easy. But after that wolf, I'm barely in one piece. If you survived a werewolf, I bet you can handle this. There's no choice but to stop them both. We're marked for death. Both the Kuei Jin and the Camarilla need the Anarchs to fall. But if we lose LA, this last free state, the revolution ends. We got nowhere to go. Zhao's been in LA for too many nights. Make tonight her last. Once Zhao's out of the way, head to LaCroix's tower. You oust LaCroix, you'll be a hero in this city. I'm counting on you. Isaac's guaranteed me nobody's getting into Hollywood. I'll survive, but I wish I could be fighting at your side. This one's for LA, kid. No pressure.
Alright, go on in. I'll make sure no one interrupts. And man, I hope somebody tries. Hey, all you night
Where to?
Word is you turned your back on the Camarilla. I don't understand. I served these people for 30 years. They've always treated me well. I think you're making a big mistake. But I'm not gonna stop you. I got no death wish.
Where to?
Simon Milligan, host of local cable show Haunted LA, and his crew are reported missing tonight. The team of the popular supernatural-themed program were filming around downtown Los Angeles, according to the show's producer, but friends and family of the crew when they failed to return from a night of shooting. No trace has been found yet of the Haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end, though police disagree and have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. Several members of Congress are protesting the president's refusal to disclose.
Where to?
You've become a grave disappointment, Kindred. This was not meant to be your destination, but your path will end here. You were never more than a pawn, Kindred. Puppet of those who drew the boundaries on your horizon. It was I who sensed in you the power to right the balance of this city. It will give me no joy to bring you final death. You will have time to ponder this folly, as you are devoured by worms and disease in the hell of God. Going back 1,000 years shall you suffer.
Where to? Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
See, I don't know what happened, but LaCroix says I'm not supposed to let you up under any... see...
What do you say?
far, I had no doubts about your capability. But I am not so easily betrayed. Did you ever think about what it takes to live as long as I have? To come this far? Consider that lack of judgment in your last few... Tick, tick, tick. A bientôt, kindred. Help! I anticipated you'd make it this far. Tick. Help! like sire, like child. I should have killed you that night. How could someone as low as you injure me? Huh. You think you've taken everything away. But I still have my sarcophagus. You've done all the work for me once again. So much to learn. I thought I had lost it all, but no. Here you've sailed on a Gehenna wind, bearing my salvation. The key to my future. Give me the key. I said, give me the key. It can't end like this. Don't you see the Kuei Jin will kill us all? I can't lose. I will open the sarcophagus. I'll build an empire. It won't end here. You fool! You had it in your grasp! You had Los Angeles in your hands, and you threw it all away! That's why you're not a leader, why you'll never be anything but an errand boy! I'll build a new world order. Tell your anarchs, their days are numbered. Now, my sacrifice. Who are you?
Now ain't that a beautiful thing? Hey, mess around, buddy. I'm talking to you. You don't really talk much, do you? Hey, it happened just like you said. They never even knew what hit them.
Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
This is a Cato. A small Cato is a kidder.